Olive button. Wait.
Yo.
And you are live!
Live! Good morning, everybody. It's a morning for the people over here on the West Coast, the right coast, whatever you like to call it. It's morning for me. It's 8:15 in the morning, but that's okay because we have playoff baseball today, and I couldn't be more excited. If you hear my son in the background, it's okay. He just doesn't like car seats. He's taking his brother to school. Don't mind that. He's excited as well. So far, so good. Really things. I had a shit last month of the season. I will say that, but I gotta say, gotta tap myself on the back. If you watched my season win total videos, I smashed it. I mean, truly smashed it. I'm not gonna go through all of them. Man, that felt really good to get all those. I had a lot of different emails about that. And then this last playoff round, how about them Friars, baby? I'm sorry, Mets fans. But I told you you're going to have to get through the Friars first, and everybody's told me I was crazy this first game. Yo, the Phillies are still playing baseball. Huh. I was told I was pretty fucking stupid for that one, too, but it's amazing that they're just fighting along. How about them Phillies? Mariners moving along as well. It's the one bet that I didn't have a bet on because I kind of going both ways, but very, very happy for the Mariners. Excited to see them versus the Astros. And then Cleveland. God, I love that team. They just keep on winning, baby. I love me some Cleveland. Oh, man, I can't get enough right now. But here we are. We're going to start with the first game up, Phillies and the Braves. And man, oh man, it's one of those situations where do we really love the Braves that much? I'm not really sure, but we're sure going to find out how well they are playing right now. Couple plays. I did take the Phillies in this series. Beaver, you don't got to type it. Everybody already knows that. But couple bets in this game. Phillies first 5 money line for a half a unit at plus 170. Phillies money line plus 170 for a half a unit, and then probably my favorite bet has the most units on the VIP is Phillies team total over 2.5 at minus 135. It might have ticked up to 140, but either way, 2.5 is just too small for this team. Look, are the Braves probably the better team in a way? Yeah, I guess. But for me, look, you got a Phillies team that's coming in here playing with house money, which I absolutely love. You have Braves team that's sitting here and waiting to see who they play and stuff like that. It'll be rocking in Truist Park and whatnot. Max Fried, both of these guys, Max Fried and Ranger Suarez, both of these guys that you guys can trust. Suarez has pitched very well against the Braves, but there's also times that he hasn't looked good against them. But you can pretty much say that with any pitcher. At the same time, well, not every pitcher, but a lot of them that they have outings against the Braves. So there's an idea that the Braves are going to smash these guys is kind of a fallacy, if you ask me. I just honestly, like I say this a lot in the regular season, and that usually you don't get to say this in the postseason, but part of this is just a play on the number. You're going to give me a Phillies team, like I said, that's playing with house money, that's already won 2 games in St. Louis, a place where St. Louis was, 30 games over 500 this year. And now you're going to give me a plus 170 against a Braves team that's been sitting here and waiting. I just can't lay it with the Braves. We're going to total that's 6.5 or 7. I just can't lay a run line with that when it's at 6.5 or 7. I'm all over the Phillies here today, guys. I'm going to continue to ride them. I'll be on them in game 2 and in game 3. The only reason that I wouldn't be on them in game 3 is if they're down like 0-2 and it's been ugly, then obviously you're going to have to go back to the drawing board. But if they're going to continue to give me these numbers like plus 170 and whatever, I'm going to take them, and I'm not afraid at all. So ring that bell, baby. It's all about the Phillies today for me this morning.
What were the odds on the first 5 money line?
It's 70 as well. It's crazy. That's the only reason why I played it is because they were even.
Jesus Christ. Those are some nice chunky prices there. On
I
to
know.
the next game.
I know. Mariners and the Astros. Another one where, look, I would love to be on Seattle right now. Like, I really would be. I just couldn't get there. If you know me, if you've been following me, the bad guys, a.k.a. the Houston Astros, are like my favorite team to bet. It's the Astros and the Dodgers for most regular seasons. And then when it comes into the postseason, it's Toasty's just picking the Astros. And it's true. I did it again this year, and I'm going to stick to that. Do I think that am I going to pay minus 235 to get Justin on a money line? No. And I'm not going to lay a run and a half with this Seattle team that has a pitcher like Logan Gilbert on the mound and a bullpen that's pitching out of their mind right now. And again, guys, game total 6.5. So the books are telling you that they don't think there's going to be a lot of runs in this game. So I ended up just doing an SGP with this one. I did Astros money line under 8.5 plus 115 for, I think I did it for a half unit or 0.75 units, but either way, I think, like I said, the game total is at 6.5 already. So I really think that 8.5 is giving us a nice little cushion. And like I said, Verlander on the mound, his first start since 2019 in the postseason. You got to think that he's going to be ready for that. And again, we're in the postseason. I'm not going to be able to sit here and say a lot of bad things about Logan Gilbert. He's been fantastic. But at the same time, it's just really, really hard for me to get to Seattle here today. I would love to, but I just can't do it. There's no way for me to get to them winning this game as much as I'd like to. Julio Rodriguez, 0 for 7 or 1 for 7 or something like that up in Toronto. So he's not doing anything special. Do I think that that's going to get better? Yeah, probably, especially as the playoffs go on. But we're talking about Altuve, Gurriel, Alvarez, Bregman, Tucker. Pena. The list goes on and on. Alednis Diaz. I get happy when I start talking about that Astros lineup because not only is it littered with like top end talent, they all have postseason experience as well. So, again, it's Astros or nothing for me, man. And how about them Raiders? You're right, Sauce. How about them Raiders? That shit felt so good last night. Next game up would be Yanks. We'll go Padres. You want to just get into it?
No. Let's do correct order. That's my bad. Sorry, guys. Bad producing.
No, we're good. Yankees and the Guardians. Mr. Cole, man. Garrett Cole on the bump for the Yankees against these little-known guys from Cleveland, man. And Cal Quantrill. Look, I'm on Cleveland. Cleveland money line, plus 180 for a half a unit. Cleveland plus 1.5 at minus 118 or whatever it is. Beaver, it is minus 130 now. Sorry. So Cleveland money line plus 175 for a half a unit. Cleveland plus 1.5 at minus 135 or 130 for 0.75 units. I love this spot for Cleveland here. First and foremost, we just got some news that the Yankees bullpen just took a tiny little hit with Scott Efros. I don't know if a lot of you guys know who that is, but they were counting on him to give them some quality innings this postseason. Comes out with a little bit of a funky arm angle, so they kind of like having different guys with different arm angles in the bullpen. Just a lot of reasons that the Yankees really liked Efros. Now he's not going to be there, so now you're going to have guys like Clay Holmes and Jonathan Loáisiga. I just don't trust the Yankees bullpen. That's first and foremost to me. So I think that bullpen-wise, we're very, very even. And then as far as these two starting pitchers go, Cleveland. Actually, hold on really quickly. Just before everybody starts saying, well, the Yankees smashed Cleveland. The Yankees were 5-1 against Cleveland this year. Yeah, this is not the postseason. This is the postseason, not the regular season. The Yankees started out really hot. We already all know that. But then they were like one of the league's worst teams after the All-Star break. So I'm not really worried about it. But let's talk about Cal Quantrill and the dominance that he's been putting over the last couple of months. Cleveland, this is just a simple stat, but it tells the story. They just win when he's on the mound. They've won 16 of his last 17 starts. And and don't get me wrong, it's not like he's playing all these cookie cutter teams. This was when they were fighting for a playoff spot. This was before Cleveland was the division champion, whatnot. Because keep in mind, not too long ago, there was teams that, do the White Sox come in and take the division? Are the Twins going to be that team? And Cleveland just keeps on winning. I think there's like 18-3 their last 21 or something crazy like that. I clicked off the wrong thing, so I don't have that actual number in front of me. But Cleveland just keeps on winning. I think it's asinine that they're plus 180. I really do. Garrett Cole hasn't looked good. If you have VIP, you'll see I put a little pretty picture on there of his last 6 or 7 starts. It hasn't looked good. Really quickly, it looks like it's 17 runs over his last 5 starts for Garrett Cole. That's not the dominant guy that we know, so I'm definitely not paying in the minus 200 for this Yankees team. I don't trust them right now either. If they come out and dominate over the next couple games, then like I said, maybe we'll get back to the drawing board. But give me the team, Cleveland, that's hotter, that's playing well. Keep in mind, they just played 2 playoff games, and the Rays scored 1 run. And now these guys are all fresh. I mean, are the Yankees better than the Rays? Of course, but you're giving me a team that's very confident in themselves, that can pitch the hell out of the ball. I mean, Quantrill, give it over to Karinchak, to Clase. It doesn't really matter. All those guys can throw. I just think that this line is absolutely insane. I'm all over the Guardians here today. Yo, here is the money match, though. Padres and Dodgers. Yeah, type it, Beaver. Padres money line, dog, plus 200 for a half a unit. Padres plus 1.5 at, hold on, let me find out the number really quickly. Padres plus 1.5 at minus 115 for 0.75 units. Yo, I told you guys it was going to be Padres and Phillies NLCS, and I ain't going back on that now. So, is Julio Urias fantastic? Yeah, I'm not going to be able to sit up here and make a case that Julio Urias isn't a dog, because he is. But what I can tell you is that we're getting a San Diego team that just went up into Queens and bitch-slapped the Mets in front of the whole country. And now they're going to fly back down here with Mike Clevenger on the mound, who I'll give you, he's been up and down at times. But that San Diego bullpen has been getting the job done lately. I mean, did you see Suarez walk out there in Queens and throw 100 without a sweat? That's an easy 101 too. Easy 101. And then you got Hader coming in after that. Who's closing the games for the Dodgers? Do you know right now if it's a run game in the 9th, who's coming out for the Dodgers? Because I don't. And if you do, please share, because I don't. I can't. It's really hard for me to get behind a team in the playoffs that doesn't have a set role. This Padres team, everybody knows what they have to do to win. You got guys like Trent Grisham and Josh Bell playing out of their mind right now, and that's just what happens in the playoffs. So you can throw all these stupid numbers out the window. I don't know how many times I've been texted the Dodgers are 17-4 against the Padres this year. I'm going to steal a line from the Beaver. I don't give a damn. Okay, we take one game here. The Padres take game 1 in this series. You can throw all that shit out the window. It's not going to matter. Again, plus 200 is just absolutely a ridiculous price. I took him against the Mets. I'm taking him against the mighty Dodgers. And yo, do the Dodgers in the postseason really scare you? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm all about Dodgers minus 1.5 in the regular season, but I pump my brakes when we're in the postseason now. So unless Urias goes out and shoves, going 7, 8 innings, no runs, which I don't think that happens. But unless that happens, I think that we got a really, really good shot of winning this bet. So all over the Padres here today, just like I was in the round before that. It's a dog-eat-dog day today, guys. The dogs are barking, and I actually really, really love it. So.
Lots of doubt in the comments, Toast. Lots of people don't know how hot you are right now in the playoffs. Lots of people don't know.
Back and read the go back and read the
don't know Sharp
time.
Playoff Toast. Sharp Playoff Toast is a different animal. He's a nutcase.
Yeah, I'm a little crazy, but I remember it was funny because they said the same thing last year when I told everybody the Braves were going to go to the World Series. I was an idiot. I didn't know what I was talking about and yada, yada, yada. And then when the Phillies, and I'm pretty sure you can go back and look. I mean, I was a dummy for taking the Phillies and the Padres in this first round, right? So we'll see what happens. I'm very, very confident in where I'm at today. If you guys want to go and lay those big juices with those big favorites, you do it. Not I. I'm actually very excited for today. So that's it for me. No props and stuff like that. I'm going to start doing a little bit more hip props, but with not all the lineups and stuff out, it's really hard for me to do it. I would look at guys like I think I have Jose Altuve over 1.5 total bases at like plus 140. So that's going to be one of those. And then I think I have a Harper Real Muto hit parlay at plus 105 or plus 110, but Harper and Real Muto both have really good numbers against Fried. So I did both of those guys to get a hit. So you damn right, Boss Hog 707. It's a dog eat dog day today, brother. So that's it for me. We will, Beaver, you can do a show tomorrow. Never mind. There's not enough baseball tomorrow. So it would be, actually, there's only 2 games from now on every day. So I'll talk to you, Beaver. I don't even know if it's worth us doing 2 shows like that, a show with just 2 games, but we'll talk to you. So I'll post if we're going to go live again, but if we don't go live, I will absolutely do pieces so they're for you guys to check out. So either way, so I appreciate you guys all showing up. I will be on Twitter crying my eyes out or celebrating like a madman. Either way, so come tell me how bad I am or tell me how good I am. Either way, just engage. Don't tell me how bad I am without telling me who you're taking too. That's like my one little pet peeve. If I'm doing bad, that's fine, but at least say who you're betting too. Don't just tell me how bad I am. I mean, I would love to know. I mean, I got to take the notes, you know what I'm saying, if I'm doing something wrong. So help me out. Tell me who you're betting. If I'm so crazy, make sure you tell me who you're betting as well. So let's end
the show on a nice note, on a lovely note. I hope everybody wins their bets today. I hope everybody has a grateful day. And Toast, let's prove some people wrong tonight. We will be back.
We're back.
We will be back.
Sooner than you realize, we will be back. We will be back. Beaver's got Beaver's
I hung up
Thursday night football prop working in right